Previously on One Life to Live.
Well,
you're not my son.
It's the page from the Bible with the identity of her child.
You're gonna leave me, aren't you? And this time you might not come back.
I know who shot Max and who set me up. Blair and Todd.
You like your little celebration?
It's beautiful. I didn't shoot Max.
I know that you're angry and upset, and it's certainly understandable if you've been falsely accused. But, Sky, you gotta tell me everything now. Everything. I need every little detail if I'm gonna represent you. From the moment you hit Landview until Max got shot, you gotta tell me about all the players in this drama. I wanna know what they did. I wanna know what you did. All of it.
It all started with Ben Davidson. He's the whole reason I came to Landview. He thought our marriage had been annulled, but I wanted us to stay married. When I got here, I found out he was about to be married to someone else. I didn't take it very well. Neither did he. He wanted me gone, and I wanted him hurt. So I hooked up with Asa Buchanan. He wanted Ben hurt, too. So I let myself be used by him. And his son, Max. First time Max and I met, there were sparks. Well, the wrong kind of sparks. But hey, that's the story of my life here in Landview. I've hit it off badly with everyone I've met here. With you being the first possible exception. Max, Renee, Ray. Oh, and John Sykes. He could have planted that gun in my room. He hates me because I wrote those articles about him and his precious Ray Cummings. Well, that hypocrite's had it in for me since day one. I hate her guts. But not nearly as much as I hate Blair. No matter how many enemies I make in this town, she will always be at the top of my list. She and Todd. Oh, they're quite the pair. He scammed me into believing they were out to do each other in. The jerk that I am, I let myself believe it. They were in cahoots the whole time. Well, I bet they're celebrating right now. Laughing at me.
You must have really hated Ben to join forces with Asa.
I loved Ben. Ben loved me. We were great together.
What happened?
A night of carousing, a quickie marriage, and then suddenly it was, I can't do this. I gotta end this. It's not you, it's me. I got all the stuff in my past I have to deal with.
What sort of stuff?
Ben had been a doctor for the mob. Then he decided he wanted to run away from it all, so he said he didn't want to involve anyone. He didn't want to put anyone else in danger. So he said he couldn't make a commitment to me or to anyone.
Well, that does sound reasonably honorable.
Yeah. Except the day I arrived in Landview, I found him about to be engaged to another wealthy heiress. I believe you know her.
And you wanted him back?
Have you met Ben? Yeah. I wanted him back. But he wasn't interested. So that's when I decided if I couldn't have him, neither could she.
So not only did you take on Ben, you took on Vicky?
Yes, the Landview icon. Overnight, her friends became my enemies. And that woman has a lot of friends.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we spent our honeymoon hiding from mobsters and dodging a very real hitman. And I guess saying all this just reminds me of how I wanted it to be.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the honeymoon I wanted to give you, Blondie.
Yeah, I know that. And, tell you what, a couple of years we'll laugh about this. Maybe.
I hope so. You're gonna get everything you deserve and everything you want.
Stop. I have everything I want. Well then, what shall we open first, Dr. Davidson?
Well, how about this one, Mrs. Davidson?
I like that. Where's he from?
It's from Renee. Vicky and Ben. I got 2 of the enclosed and gave one to myself. After all, it was my silver dollar that stopped the bullet. I've always felt such a very special closeness to both of you. Thank you for being in my life. All my love, Renee.
Boy, that's lovely. She doesn't even know how close she is. We'll put this in a very special place.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick another one. Mrs. Davidson.
Yes, Doctor. Let's see.
The winner is...
Oh, by God. It's from Todd.
So are you still planning on leaving town with Star?
How could I ever leave you, Todd?
I asked you first.
You would pursue me till the ends of the earth.
You got that right. I'd never let you go.
And you'd never forgive, do you?
Or forget. Somebody hurts me, I hurt them back. And if I forget who they are, I made a little list.
A list? Let me see. Get Lindsay, get Sam, get Bo, get Nora, get Max, get Sky, get Will, get
Ben,
Ben,
and Vicky.
get Vicky. You know what? Maybe you should make a list of people that you don't want to get.
Those people crossed me. They'll pay.
Todd, if I crossed you, would you get me?
When you first came to town, you and Max didn't exactly get along. Max was in love with Blair, you were in love with Ben. But when the police came to arrest you, you were in bed with Max, so obviously things changed.
You found out that we're too much alike.
In what way?
We both know what we want, and we'll do whatever it takes to get it, even if others do see that as underhanded, ruthless, sneaky, and selfish.
That's quite a resume.
Well, you asked for the truth. You know, I had a hard time growing up. I never knew if the other kids liked me because I was rich or if they just liked me for me. And they all thought I was stuck up, so they avoided me. That much I do know. So did my father. But we sent the money along, but other than that, I didn't really exist to him.
What about your mother, Sky?
She was in and out of institutions, trying to get sober, trying to stay sane. Never happened. So that left little Sky all alone with her big inheritance.
Alone? No friends? No friends at all?
But that's really hard for you to believe, huh? You know, when everyone thought that you were dead, this whole town went into mourning. Even Asa, who rivals my father for lack of compassion, even his heart was breaking. But if I were to die tomorrow, there wouldn't be any memorial service for me because no one would show up. And I'm not feeling sorry for myself or even asking you to. It's just that you wanted the facts, right? So that's what I'm giving you.
I think we got a little sidetracked away from the subject of Max.
People use me and leave me. Especially men. It's something that I've come to expect. And Max fit the bill perfectly. Lying to me and telling me whatever it is that he thought I wanted to hear.
Is that something else you have in common?
I never lied to Max about my feelings. My feelings for him were very real. And then, finally, so were his. Max loves me, and I love him.
You know, the DA is going to use that message you left on Max's voicemail to suggest otherwise.
I was angry with him for brushing me off when I needed help. My God, haven't you ever been angry with somebody that you love? He was busy that night, and he just couldn't help me. He didn't dump me. If he had dumped me, do you think that he would have moved me into the mansion? Would we have been making love when the police broke in to arrest me? My God, would I shoot the only person in the whole world who loves me? Who really loves me? The real me?
How dare you speak to Ray like that?
Have I mentioned I don't like her?
That is no excuse.
Look, she is the one that decided to meddle in my life. She could have destroyed everything. And on top of that, she could have killed Asa.
She has a child out there, somewhere. It's killing her not knowing who he is, where he is, what he is. You have no idea what that does to a woman.
What do you do?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry.
Save that for Asa.
Look, we each need a family. I need you to be my mom. And Asa, he needs you to be his wife, and he needs me to be his son. And you need a child.
You make it sound so simple.
It is. Who says family has to be about blood ties? What about emotional ones? Who would question that Kevin and Joey are Clint's sons or Asa's grandsons? Let's be a family again. I want that so badly. Let's do it for all of our sakes.
Max is not my son. The DNA didn't match. So, Daniel has manipulated me once again.
No, Ray. You wanted to believe. Come on, even Max was better than not knowing.
I did want that the whole time I was hounding him. And you're absolutely right. He's a despicable human being, and I am so much better off this way.
I'm sorry, Ray. You are going to get through this.
You know, the psychic, She told me that this would be full of hatred and bitterness, this little secret. Boy, was she right, huh? Daniel Faulkner, damn you, wherever you are. I'm sure right now he's laughing his head off. He's got that Bible page. Boy, he knows exactly who my child is. You talk about a despicable human being.
Ray, do you still want to know who your child is?
Is it possible that Max was shot by the mob?
Max has been involved in plenty of shady dealings, but nothing like that, at least not that I'm aware of.
But you're not sure.
No. No, I'm sure.
Because Max was the one that got the warning call that Ben was going to be shot. Is there a connection between Max and Ben?
Ben and Max are connected, but not in the way that you think.
In what way, then? Sky? Hey, I need details here. Your conviction or your acquittal depends on it. Oh, Sky, for goodness sake, why are you protecting them? They wouldn't protect you. Why are you putting your own neck in a noose to protect their secret? What is it? What is the connection between Max and Ben? Tell me.
If you crossed me, Blair, I wouldn't have to get you. You'd get yourself.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, you'd confess or turn yourself in or something equally stupid. I mean, the only reason you haven't screwed this whole thing up yet is because I've been helping you, and I'll keep helping you. But yeah, you're right. If you do cross me, I'll make you sorry.
Why is, Sam on your list, Todd? I thought, the big coach was your buddy. And your sister? I mean, you're really gonna get your sister?
When I first came back to Landview, I needed their help, and they didn't give it to me. All they did was lecture me and talk down to me. Oh, I'll get them. You can count on that.
Yeah. When you really need someone the most, they turn on you. They say they love you, but yeah, they get the punishment they deserve.
Are you talking to me?
I just want to know how you're going to move Max to the top of your list.
You shot him. Doesn't that count? Oh, you're serious. Oh, well, that's easy. All you got to do to get Max is tell the world that he's a fraud. Oh, can you see the look on Ace's face when he hears the truth? Or the look on Max's face when they haul him off to prison?
Excuse me, what about the look on my face when Max hauls me off to prison right along next to him? I was in on that fraud, Todd, right from the beginning. If you turn Max in, he's going to make sure I have a cell right next to him.
Oh, well, you're Star's mother, so I'll try not to let that happen.
The fireworks they were beautiful. Is that the end of our celebration?
Okay, you remember when I said that there was a price for me helping you?
Yeah. You never gave me a straight answer.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to tell you now.
Come on, Sky, spill the beans. How are Ben and Max connected?
Max helped Asa get Ben's medical license revoked. Ben was charged with intentionally botching up Max's emergency surgery on his aneurysm, and Ben later found out that Max was faking the brain damage that Ben supposedly caused.
And then?
Then, that's it, nothing. End of connection.
You're leaving something out, Sky. And if I'm going to defend you to the best of my ability, I need to know everything. Now, please tell me, what is the connection between Max and Ben, beyond Ben losing his medical license?
It's none of your business.
Yes, it is, if it got Max shot and you framed for shooting him.
It didn't.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Ben has no motive to shoot Max, none. If anything, it's just the opposite. Now, Ben has saved Max's life on that operating table. Believe me, he wants Max to live to be a very old man.
We're already a family, you, me, and Pa.
A family that you made up.
A family that means everything to Asa. You know, sometimes the truth is more damaging than lies. And if the truth came out about the real son, I could kill Asa.
You sound like you know who the real son is.
No, don't have a clue.
No. You just said if the real truth about our son came out, it would kill Asa.
No, I said could kill Asa. Like, what if the real son doesn't want anything to do with the family or with Asa? Now tell me, isn't Asa better off having a son that's proud to be a Buchanan?
That is spooky. Those were my exact words to Ben. You know, Max, if you do know who my real son is, I think you better tell me right now or I'll shoot you myself.
You know, nothing says happy wedding day like a shrunken head.
Oh, that's it.
You want to start your own line of greeting cards?
No, I've been after Todd to go see a psychiatrist to shrink. That's his present. That's his head shrunk.
You know what? That's not the image I want to take to bed. So let's open one more gift, okay? Congratulations, Vicky. Love, Asa. You got us a stick?
It's an olive branch.
You know, we are getting our collection of symbolic gifts, aren't we?
It's a peace offering.
What, he couldn't afford a dove?
You think he means it?
Ben, if he's serious about ending the feud, would it change how you feel about telling him that you're his son?
You know, I'd be glad if Asa stopped trying to destroy my family. I suppose we could live in some sort of bizarre détente, but after everything that's gone down, the hatred between us, it'll never go away.
What do you want from me?
I want information.
What kind of information?
I want to know what the secret is that you and Max are keeping about Ben.
There's no secret.
Come on, Blair, don't lie to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's funny, Star does. She heard you and Max discussing it.
You had Star spy on me?
Yeah, she likes spying.
I don't care. I am not going to have you turn our daughter into an enemy agent.
All of a sudden, I'm the enemy.
That's not what I said.
No, that's exactly what you just said.
That's not what I meant.
Well, then what did you mean?
No, you've actually been a very good friend to me. It's just, Todd, good friends don't turn their daughters against their mothers.
I didn't have any other choice. I knew you had a secret. I wanted to find out what it was.
Well, you know what? It's not my secret to tell.
When has that ever stopped you?
Come on, Todd. It's not about you. It's not about me. Why do you need to know it?
Because I want to know.
Look, it wouldn't just wreck Ben and Max's lives. There are a lot of other people's lives that it would turn upside down.
What's wrong with that?
Don't do this to me.
Come on, Blair. All right, look. I won't tell anybody, I promise.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
You
come on,
won't
when are you
tell
going to start to
anybody?
trust me? Look, you
Sure.
told me that Max was a fraud. You told me not to tell anybody about it, and I didn't. I got you off from being accused of attempted murder. I helped you out when you were seeing nothing but the color red for whatever reason. What else do I have to do?
Well, why does it have to be this?
Because that's the price, Blair. Look, the only question left is if you're going to pay it or not.
Ben is Ace's real son.
Any connection between Max and Ben beyond what I told you is irrelevant.
Okay. Did you know that Max was faking his brain damage?
Yeah. That's why he slept with me in the first place, to keep me quiet.
I don't follow that connection.
I confronted him about it. He seduced me. I guess he figured if he could make me fall in love with him, I'd keep his secret safe. Kicker is, I really did fall, and so did he.
Isn't he still married to Blair and living in the mansion?
I was living at the mansion, too.
Well, that's a cozy arrangement. How did he finesse that one?
He didn't. Asa did. Asa hates Blair. He was paying me to break up Max and Blair.
You would have done it for free.
Maybe. Probably.
So?
So, Blair tried everything she could to keep Max away from me. Even tried getting pregnant. But nothing worked.
He still didn't leave her, though, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. So Max and Blair have one room in the mansion together. You have another one alone. And he keeps stringing you along to keep your mouth shut, to keep his secret safe.
The fact that Max was faking brain damage came out a long time ago. He loved me. Still does.
Until one night he didn't want you to bother.
He was busy handling other things.
Of course he was. Absolutely. Too busy for you. And you felt betrayed and angry and frustrated.
Yeah, I felt all of those things.
Enough to want to kill him.
What? No! My God, whose side are you on here?
You're going to get asked that question a lot. You better get used to it.
I never wanted him dead. Not then, not ever. As hurt and as angry as I was, I still loved him. Please tell him that. Please convince him of that, because I swear, the only thing that will make this worse is if Max believes that I'm the one who shot him.
You misunderstood me, Ma.
Don't call me that.
If I knew who your real son was, I would tell you.
And if you were lying to me, would you tell me that, too?
You know, Ace has had a really rough year, and I'd kind of like to make it up to him by giving him the best Christmas he's ever had.
Well, I'm sure that Asa will appreciate that.
It won't be the best Christmas unless you were there. Oh, come on, please. I'm not asking you to do it for me. Do it for Asa, all right? Whatever else, you guys love each other.
I'll think about it.
Thank you.
Oh, now that's what I like to see. The two of you having a good mother and son talk.
Absolutely. We were just discussing what brand of coal to put in your Christmas stocking.
Well, make sure you get it out of one of our mines. Keep the profit in the family.
Ma's going to spend Christmas Day with us.
I said I would think about it.
Well, I'll tell you, you can think all you want. But your stocking's going to be hanging from the mantle, and it will not be filled with coal.
Asa, please don't.
Now, since we're going to have a family Christmas, we got to start decorating. Now, you ready to get out of this place and get ready to start cracking?
Ready, willing, and able.
Oh, you don't have to wait for Christmas, Renee. Why don't you come with us now? After what our poor son's been through, he could use both parents.
Your son will be fine with just you, Asa. Good night.
Ben is a Buchanan. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's up there with me being a lord.
It's not that funny.
No, go. You have no sense of humor. That's hysterical. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. I saw the parent's name on the Baby Divine adoption certificate.
Baby Divine. Sounds like a stripper.
Oh, you know what, Todd? Okay, you've had your fun here.
Oh, no, I haven't even started to have my fun. Oh, my God. So does Ben know?
Yes.
Who else knows?
Me, Max, Sky, Vicky.
Vicky.
Yes, Vicky, and now you.
But not the proud parents.
You are not going to use this, Todd. This stays a secret permanently.
Oh, yeah. Still, you gotta admit, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, man, it would serve Asa right, and also Renee Devine, too.
See, the thing I don't understand is that if Ben knows, why doesn't he just blow the whistle on Max and take all of Asa's millions? Unless, no. Max must be holding some kind of information against Ben.
No. See, Ben loves Sam and Will, and he loves being a Davidson. Doesn't want anything to do with Asa or his money. And so Max and Ben have this deal that they won't disrupt each other's lives, and come on, Todd. Some people care about other things other than money.
Yeah. Poor Vicky, huh? Guess she just can't seem to get enough of those Buchanan men.
Yeah, you know what? Vicky cannot know that you know.
Yeah. You know, I actually feel kind of bad for Ben. I mean, here he has his whole life. He thinks he's a Davidson, which really is bad enough, a bunch of whiners. But then to find out that he's a Buchanan, I mean, that'd just be horrible. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, with me, at least, a Lord was kind of a step up from being a Manning. What's your problem? You sick or something?
I'm just tired. I am so tired of all of it.
You know what? I really hope that Todd's present means what, well, I guess what I want it to mean.
I hope so, too.
I don't want him to hurt anyone anymore, especially himself.
Well, that's up to him now.
I know it is.
Meanwhile, we have our honeymoon to finish.
Ooh.
Unless, of course, you want to open a few more gifts.
All I'm interested in tonight is you and me.
That's a good answer, Blondie.
You're taking an awfully long time to answer.
I know.
I think after all this time, it would be easier.
All this time. It isn't. It used to be. You could say to me, do you want to find your child? And I'd say, yes, of course. But not anymore.
It's not easy anymore? Or you don't want to know anymore?
I don't want to know anymore. I mean, who do I think I am anyway? After all these years, pushing myself into someone's life, I mean, why would I think that that would make them happy? I'm registered at a lot of services, most, in fact. You know, birth parents, adopted children, helping them to find each other. If they wanted to find me, they could. But obviously they don't want to, or at least not now. And if they don't, why do I keep forcing this issue? It's time for me to leave well enough alone, John. It's the right thing to do, even if it hurts.
How can I help you?
Take me home. Hold me. Let me cry a little. cry a lot. And then you could make wild, passionate love to me.
I can do that.
And let's agree on something. We will never talk about my child again. Okay?
You gotta talk to Max for me. He has to believe I'm innocent. Please get him to come see me. I need him to get through this. Can you understand that?
I can understand you wanting Max to know that you didn't shoot him, and I understand why. But Max isn't the jury. It's those people we need to convince of your innocence.
But it will have a psychological impact on the jury if I have Max sitting next to me. Assuming, of course, that we can find 12 people in this town who don't already think that I'm guilty.
Well, if we can't, I'll request a change of venue.
Start writing your motion. Because I'm sure Todd already has me convicted in the Sun. By the time this trial comes around, I'm sure Vicky will have me convicted in the Banner as well.
Okay, why don't we just take it one day at a time, all right?
How about Ben? Talk to Ben. I mean, he's known real killers. He's got to know that I'm not one.
If it wasn't the mob, who would have shot Max? Who would have set you up like this?
Ray and John. I mean, I don't think they're capable of shooting Max, but they're capable of setting me up. John's a cop. He could have planted the evidence in my room, and that would have gotten me out of Ray's hair for good.
No. John's too good a cop. I don't care how much you hate him or what you wrote about him in the Sun. There's absolutely no way that he's going to falsely accuse you of a crime and plant evidence
That's
against you.
exactly what he and the Landview PD have done. They're making me take the fall for the real killer. Blair. Or Todd. Or both of them.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Never trust a guy who's cheated. If he's done it once, he'll do it again.
You and Roseanne, pretty good thing for you, huh? Well, I'm going to be living here, too.
What? It is so hard to let go of you.
From the emergency room to the bedroom. Catch all the romance on an all-new episode of General Hospital. Coming up next on SoapNet. Pure Soap 24/7.